So let us start another practical class, pharmaceuticals calculation. This is very interesting and important because in this total mathematical calculation are involved. So that is why this is important. And a pharmacist or also being a veterinary doctor, they have to know about the fundamental mathematics. So the fundamental mathematics which helps in the calculation process while making the different pharmacy preparations like ointment, solution, mixture, syrup, elixir. So that is why this is very important. So in this we are going to discuss not much more about the mathematical part, but at least we are going to discuss to the extent we are able to uh, calculate the mathematics to prepare the different pharmacy preparation in a lab, a small lab you can say. So in this regard, we are going to discuss the first heading under the ratio and proportion. In this ratio and proportion, we, we are going to discuss first the ratio. So what is ratio? So I think you all are aware about the ratio. This is nothing. This is only the relation between two quantities, two numerical, which is usually the similar type of numeral. So it is the relationship between two like quantity is called ratio. So ratio is nothing, is the relation between two like quantities are called ratio, and this is going to tell you one quantity is how much less or higher than the another. This is go by this means we are going to know given quantity is how much the lower or higher than the another is called the ratio. And the another thing is the term proportion. So both this ratio and proportion are quite related. The proportion is only the representation of two ratio, and the ratio are equal is called proportion. So what is proportion? Is nothing. It is the states that two ratio are equal. So the proportion is going to establish the relationship between two ratios, and that these two ratios are equal are called proportion. So proportion should be represented by two ways. This if the values are in ratio x by b or a by b or c by d, or you can assume anything. So ratio can be represented by two way. The one way is the 1 colon b, a colon b equal to c colon d. Or in another way, we are going to represent it a divided by b or c divided by d. So you have to write like this a divided by b, and this is equal to the another ratio. So this is the one ratio. So this one ratio is equal to the another ratio, that is the c divided by d, is called proportion. So this is equal to this is called proportion. And when you are going to multiply A into D, multiplication of A into D is called extreme, or the product of A and D is called extreme, and the product of B and C is called means. So the means equal to extreme, or you can say extreme is equal to mean. So this one is extreme and this one is the mean. And if you are going to write, you have to write that extreme is equal to mean. So this is very important. So what is extreme? Extreme is nothing. The extreme is the product of A and D, and you have to simply write here the equal to. So you already written here the equal to, so this is coming equal to, and this is called extreme, and mean is the product of or multiplication of B into C. So this is the formula. So this extreme is equal to mean, and you are representing this in the form of ratio. So this is coming under the proportion. If any one of the values amongst these all four is unknown and other three values are known, so by this formula we have to calculate the unknown values. So this is important. Now we have to go through the strength and preparations. So the first under the strength and preparation is ratio strength. So ratio strength, we are expressing that this is the ratio. So this is the ratio in the form of 1 in R. So this may be 1 in 10. This may be 1 in 100. So this 1, 10 or 100 is R. So ratio strength is nothing. This is simply telling the ratio in the form of 1 in R of, if you are going to express this in 1 into 10, 1 in 10, then you have to express this 1 in 10, or you want to express this 1 in 100, so you have to express like that 1 in 100. So 1 in 100. So here I am going to give you one example that will explain this ratio strength. If I am telling that the KMnO4 solution is 1 in 500, 1 in 500 KMnO4 in water. So this means कि one part of the solute or active constituent or solid present in 500 ml of water, because here is the water. So final volume is 500. What it means? 1 in 500 KMnO4 in water is indicating that 1 gram of the KMnO4 is dissolved in final volume, that is equal to 500. So this is called 1 in 500. And always you have to write the unit that is equivalent to the gram. So volume equivalent to gram is 1 gram is quite equivalent to ml. So that is why I have written here the ml, not the liter. So 1 gram of the KMnO4 dissolved in final volume 500 ml of the water is called 1 in 500. Likewise, you have to go accordingly. So this is about the ratio strength. Now we have to go through the percent solution. So what is the name of this percent solution? This another name is the percent strength. So what is the meaning of percent? Percent is indicating in 100. So per 100 or in 100, percentage means ki in 100. So in 100 is indicating the percentage, and as per the British Pharmacopoeia, the percent strength or percent solution will be represented by four types, and these percentage solution may be weight by weight, weight by volume, volume by volume, and also it may be volume by weight. So this is expressed by the British Pharmacopoeia. This is the expression of percent solution. So when we are telling, so this is percent is simply per 100. As we already mentioned, this is expressing the per 100. So percentage of active constituent or the amount of active constituent present in 100 part of the preparation, that is the final volume, that is the final concentration, is simply called the percentage. So when we are talking this this one, so let us start with the first one, that is the percentage weight by weight. So percentage weight by weight means percent weight in weight. Percentage weight by volume means percent weight in volume. So percent volume by weight means percent volume in weight. Percent volume by volume means percent volume in volume. So this this the when we are talking, so we have to discuss one by way. So percentage weight by weight means the amount of active constituent, active ingredient, active substance present in 100 gram of final product in is called weight by weight in percentage, or percentage weight by weight. So when we are going to take the example, take the example, we are talking the 1%, 1% uh, K-4. So 1% came in 4. If I am telling 1% came in 4 ointment, it is indicating that the 1 gram of the KMNO4 has been mixed with the vehicle, that the final amount become 100 gram, that is called 100 gram or 1% of KMNO4 ointment. Means ki 1 gram of KMNO4 going to mix with 99 gram of the vehicle, and the final product become 100 gram, is called weight by weight percent. And in this we are expressing both in gram. Both the units should be the same. This is in gram, so this should be also in the gram. So this is weight by weight. When we are going to tell weight by volume, that means the product, the final product is liquid. Here the final product is solid or semi-solid. So here the final product, that is 100 ml, is liquid. So what the weight by volume, percentage weight by volume is indicating? This is indicating the amount of active constituent ingredient or ingredient in final volume 100 ml or 100 ml product. If I am talking the same thing, you have to prepare 1% of KMNO4 solution. Here we are talking the solution or product, product or solution. Then what it means? It means you have to dissolve this KMNO4 1 gram in the water, that become 100 ml. So final product is 100 ml. So this is called weight by volume. Here I have mentioned the word the final product. Why we are all always talking about the final product? Because this 1 gram of the KMNO4 also poses some volume. So this volume is also acquired by the KMNO4. So that is why we are talking about the final volume of the product. Now we have to go through the third one, volume by weight. So in this, the active constituent are in ml or in volume. So gram is always comparing with the ml, with the ml. Gram is always representing with the comparing with the 1 gram is equal to about 1 ml. 1 gram is equal to about 1 ml. So that is why the one the active constituent are in milliliter or ml, and that is dissolved in water or any other vehicle to the volume 100. If this is in weight, so this is coming the 100 gram. So this is the very, then you have to tell like that. For the take the example, you have to prepare 1 gram KMnO4, 1% KMnO4, and the KMnO4 is in liquid form. Then if the KMnO4 is in liquid form, then you have to use the one ml. Here is the volume. Not 1%. You have to make 1%. Then you have to dissolve 1 ml of KMnO4, and you have to make the final volume 100 gram. Means the vehicle should be solid, and this you have to mix in the solid thing, and that is going to make the 100 gram. Now we have to go through this. So this is less usable. Yeah, of course usable, but less usable. Now we have to go through the last one under the percentage strength, is the percentage weight, volume by volume, or volume in volume. So what it means, the active constituent is ml, as well as the final, when you are dissolving it, that is also in the liquid, so ml is also there. So this if we are mixing here both active constituent and the final volume in volume, both the things are in volume. That is why we are going to call it the volume by volume. So this is all about the percentage strength or percentage solution. Now we have to go through again the solution, but this we are talking about the part per. So why we are talking about the part per? Per means ki if you are talking part per 100, then this become percentage. If this become more than that, then we are going to call simply part per. So part per, when we are talking, if the part per thousand, then we are going to call it PPT. If you are talking part per 10 to the power 6, this is called part per million. If you are talking about the part per 10 to the power 9, so we are calling it 10 part per billion. So this is part per thousand, part per million, part per billion, is the way of reducing the concentration of the active constituent in very dilute condition. So when we are telling one in thousand, so this is the part per thousand. When we are talking one part in 10 to the power 6, then this is part per million. When we are talking about one part in 10 to the power 9, so this is called part per billion. If we are taking the example KMnO4, that means ki 1 gram in 1000 ml is called PPT. If you are talking the same thing, that is the 1 gram in 10 to the power 6 ml. This is 1 gram in 10 to the power 9 ml. So this is all are the part per thousand, part per million, part per billion, accordingly as per the numeral value. So now we are going to go through the one example, very good example. So when we are talking the part per thousand, so here is the part per thousand. So part per thousand means ki 1 milligram of the solute, means KMnO4, present in 100 milligram of the 100 milligram of the 100 milligram of the solution. So this is called part per thousand, but this is in weight by weight. This is weight by weight. When we are talking, if this solute is present in not in gram, if this is present in ml, then we are going to call it part per volume, weight by volume. But both are part per thousand. Both are part per thousand, but representing in the weight by weight form or weight by weight volume, weight by volume. So take then an example under this. If I am asking that prepare 100, what is 100 milligram of sodium chloride per kg of solution in part per thousand? So what here I'm asking that part per thousand. Part per thousand means कि 1 milligram, or 1 gram, you can say simply 1 gram of sodium chloride. 1 gram of sodium chloride is present in, so gram is equivalent to, so here both in gram. So 1 gram present in 1000 gram of the solution. 1000 gram of the solution is simply called part per thousand. Here that is telling, so you have to now convert. So if we are talking, if you are going to convert 1 gram, so 1 gram is equal to 1000 milligram. So this 1000 milligram of NaCl, 1000 milligram of NaCl present in, then you have to multiply here with the 10 power 3. So here you have to also multiply it with the 10 power 3. So this become 10 power 3 into 10 power 3 gram. Or you have to write this is equal to 10 power 3 kg. 10 power, this is equivalent to 10 power 3 kg. So 1000 milligram in part per thousand is equal to 10 power 3 kg. So here question is in kg. So we have to convert, and here the milligram is 10. So for 10 you have to remove 2 0. So here you have to also remove the 2 0. So this become 1 0. So this become 10. So this is the 10 milligram na? So here we are deleting. So this is 10 gram NaCl, 1 gram NaCl in 1000 gram of the solution. That means ki this 1000 milligram, if you are converting this one, so then this become 10 per power 6 gram. 10 per power 6 gram means ki 1000 kg. So 1000 kg. So here we are giving this. So we are removing this 2. So this become 10 kg. So I am missing something. So leave it, because it will take time to go through the same. So this is solution here written in here. So now we have to go through part per million. So that we already discussed part per million. Now we have to go through this allegation that we are not going to discuss here now, because the numerical value is less used in this. So in the last we are going through the dilution and concentration of the solution. So in this dilution and concentration of the solution, we are calculating this by formula V1S1 V2S2. So V1 is the volume of solution number 1, S1 is the strength of solution number 1, V2 is the volume of solution number 2, S2 is the solution of the strength of the solution 2. By this means we are going to calculate anything if one value is unknown. So this is going to give you the dilution and the concentration of solution. So when you have to go through the question, then you will get the answer of this one. So this is better to directly shift on the question and answer. So here the first number question first is that you have to prepare, asked to prepare 500 ml of 2% potassium permanganate solution. So in this question, you have to prepare 500 potassium permanganate solution, but 500. So what the question they are asking? They are asking how much gram of the potassium permanganate you required to make the 500 ml of potassium permanganate. So here the strength in the question they are asking you have to make the 2% strength. So 2% strength, percent means 100. So it is which unit we have to measure? So for this ml in weight, the unit is equivalent is gram in weight. So if you are going to represent in percentage, this 2% potassium permanganate is indicating 2 gram of the potassium permanganate is required to make 100 ml of potassium permanganate solution. So 2 gram is required for making 100 ml of potassium permanganate solution, and this is coming from here because they are telling 2%. So 2% is means कि 2 per gram of potassium permanganate as a active constituent has to dissolve in final volume 100 ml of the distilled water or water. So for preparation of 500 ml, for the preparation of 500 ml, you have this is 5 time of 100 ml. This is the 5 time of the 100 ml. So 5 time of 100 ml is 2 gram is 10 gram. So you have to dissolve 10 gram of potassium permanganate in 500 ml of the final volume 500 ml. Then this is the 2% potassium permanganate solution, the final volume 500. So this is the answer is 10 gram of the potassium permanganate is required to make the 500 volume of the potassium permanganate solution. So one question that we already solved. Now we have to go through the another question, and this is simple. You have to solve it. So you have to solve in the practical notebook. Now we have to go through the other question. That's number 3 question is that a vitamin which contain 0.5 milligram of fluoride ion in 1 ml of the solution, or in 1 ml. 0.5 milligram of fluoride is present in 1 ml of the product. Okay. What the question is, they are asking how much fluoride ion is present in each drop of the vitamin, pediatric vitamin product. So how we have to calculate? Here in the question they already given 1 drop is equal to 0.05 ml. So 1 drop is equal to 0.05 ml. So we have to calculate how many drops are present in 1 ml. So if the 1 drop is equal to 0.5 ml, so we have to calculate 1 ml. So this 1 ml contain how many drop? We have to calculate like this: 1 ml multiply by 1 drop divided by 0.05 ml. 0.05 ml. So this, for this 0.05 ml, this in the up, this will, you have to remove the decimal. For removing the decimal, you have to put 100, because this is the 2 point. So this is equal to 100 divided by 5 drop. So 520 is a 100. So 1 ml of the how much of iron will there in each drop? So they are asking how much iron is present in each drop. So total 20 drop is present in 1 ml. So 20 ml is present in 1 ml. So 20 drop is equal to 1 ml, and 1 ml contain 0.05, not zero point 0.5 milligram. This is present in 0.5 milligram. So 1 ml contain total 1.5 mg of the fluoride, and this is totally 20 drop. So 0.5 divided by total number of 0.5 milligram divided by total number of drop 20, that is equal to the amount of the fluoride present in 1 drop. So this is equal to, so zero point 0.5 is equal to, this is divided by, you have to calculate 0.5 divided by how much it will come, that is in milligram. So 1 drop contain 0.5 divided by 20, that much of milligram. So here it that I am not going to calculate, you have to calculate this one. So this is the 20 drop. Now we have to go through the next question, this question number 4. In this, the question is that they are telling you are having 270 gram of sodium chloride. Total amount of the sodium chloride is 270 grams, and you have to prepare 0.9% solution, isotonic solution, saline solution. So they are asking, by using this 270 gram of NaCl, how much volume of, how much ml of isotonic solution you will prepare. So you have to calculate how. Here in the question they are telling 0.9%. So 0.9% is indicating 0.9 gram of the sodium chloride is present in 100 ml of the solution. So 0.9 gram is present in 100 ml. So therefore, if you are putting 270 milligram, 270 sorry, not milligram, 270 gram, so how much volume you have to prepare? So this is equal to 270 gram multiplied by 100 divided by 100 ml divided by 0.9 gram, the amount that the volume that will come, that is the answer. So this is equal to, for this decimal you have to put one more zero. So for removing this decimal, you have to remove this, and 9 3 ja 27. So 300, and here is the two more zero. So now it is total 3 and 0 number is 4. 1 0, 2 0, 3 0, 4 0. This is ml. So you have to convert in this much of ml you have to prepare by using 270 milligram 270 gram of the NaCl. So this is the answer. Now we have to go through the another question. That is the you have a stock solution of 5% strain. How many ml of this solution is required for preparing 250 ml of 0.7%? So you have to apply simply the dilution method formula. V1 V2 S1 V1 S1 V2 S2. So here this the V1 is S1 is 5%, and V1 is the stock solution in the ml. B2 is 250 ml, and its strength is 0.7%. So you have to calculate by this way. So this is all about the today class. You have to solve the remaining part of the question, and if you face any problem then you have to ask. So this is all about your today class.